Hello guys, today I will be showing you the Musa Awakening class Reboot. Musa Awakening is a character that uses Crescent Blade, a blade and a hornbow as a sub-weapon. His great mobility brings him to the first place when it comes to movement speed. Nobody can catch him, if he decides not to be catched. He has huge area of environment skills, great damage, and its combat is very fast-paced. After the reboot he became a monster in PvE, as well as in PvP. In PvP he is a great class for those who want to do large-scale PvP and also some 1v1s. Due to his mobility he is able to dictate the fight his way. In this video I will be showing you only the PvE side of Musa Awakening due to lack of experience with depths of PvP. As soon as I become better at PvP, I will upload a guide on that. With that being said, let's jump right into learning skills. You will have to learn all skills on the Awakening page. If you don't have enough skill points, learn what you can and grind skill points on Polly's Forest. Now the main skills page. The passive section is a must. Please learn those skills first and afterwards every other, based on how much skill points you have. I will let you know what skills you can leave out, if you don't have enough skill points. I had some skills already learned here, I apologize for that. Just try to follow me and learn all the skills I've learned. I've left out most of the skills that are useless when you play on Awakening, so you should be fine. If you don't have enough skill points, just leave out some skills, like Deep Slice, Whirlwind Cut, Rising Storm Blaze, Arrow Grapple, Evasive Shot, and even other arrow skills, if you don't like bow. Just make sure you learn the stub arrow, because you will need it later for skill enhancement. Retaliation is the block in the main class, so make sure you learn it at least to level 1, so you can block hits by pressing Q, while playing with main weapon. Lock the second Rage Absorption and Rage Transfer, because you don't want to mess up your combos during grinding or PvPing. And that would be it for the skills. Now let's switch to skill enhancement page. I found using these 3 skills the best. Ultimate Musa's Spirit gives you critical rate, heals your HP and gives you magic DP and can be triggered by pressing Shift plus X. The Quick Shot is a very rapidly casted, long-ranged skill that can be placed on a skill bar and does some nice damage. Storm Slash is also very quick skill, which does even more damage than Quick Shot. I use it as a damage filler in certain situations. I would recommend putting it on Quick Slot bar, as well as Quick Shot. Now let's move on with skills visuals and their input. Notice the skill log, skill names, and their inputs on the left side of the screen. I have few skills on Quick Slot bar, that's why they won't be shown on the input bar. I would recommend putting these skills on Quick Slot bar, since you can use them also to switch between main and Awakening weapons. For example, you can use Projection to switch to Awakening. Quick Shot, Blooming, Storm Slash, Ultimate Musa's Spirit can be used to switch to main weapon. There are also few more skills that have the ability to switch to Awakening state, which I will show in skill changes section. Now the skills that got changed after the reboot. My opinion, Musa got buffed well, the class deserved this. The biggest changes I've noticed happened to the following skills. Musa's Soul got buffed, it now increases movement speed and melee accuracy. Musa's Resolve does more damage now and its range got increased. So this is going to be the main skill for pulling mobs together, or a quick CC in PvP. Crosscut does more damage now and gives us attack speed buff. Flow dash slash has no super armor protection anymore. It used to have it on beginning of the skill. Crust Crusher and Foul Play have now full forward guard protection. Before rework it used to have a little gap between its animation and Foul Play. Backflow's cooldown time got decreased and damage increased. Fiery Crevices got damage booster, and you can't use it anymore during its on cooldown. Projection's damage and range got increased. One Step Back is one of my favorite skills now. It is now fully protected with super armor and the jumping distance got increased. This skill was almost useless before the rework. Fiery Angel got as well full super armor protection, which is awesome. The Inferno Slash skill is a new one and it's a pretty decent skill. Does nice damage. The only downside of it is that it's not protected at all. So use the skill wisely. Now the skill changes on the main page. Stub Arrow. You can't shot it infinitely anymore. You can only shot it 2 times and then wait for the cooldown that also got increased to 14 seconds. And you can't put it on quick slot bar anymore. Whirlwind has ability to bring you to Awakening Weapon. To make this ability active, just lock the skill by pressing that little lock icon. And now you can switch to Awakening Weapon by pressing A or D plus LMB while using main weapon. Retaliation as well has ability to bring you to the Awakening Weapon. You don't have to lock it though, but I would recommend it, because it's a counter skill and as soon as you get hitted you will cast a skill, which you don't really want when you are blocking. So, while using main weapon, press Q and then D or A plus LMB. This will bring out your Awakening Weapon and use counter assassination. Now let's check my PvE combo and add-ons. Take a look at this combo. To be able to make this combo effective, you will have to copy my add-ons. Take a look at them, pause the video and copy them, if you like. I will be showing why and how I use these add-ons in a slowed down combo overview. Let's check the combo in detail. So, I start off with the spinner, that would be W plus F plus S plus LMB or just S plus LMB, to get myself the buff for critical rate. Then I proceed with a chase and flow, dash slash. I get from it plus 7% attack speed and I lower the enemy's DP by minus 15. Which makes it minus 35 DP for the enemies in just a second, because the skill itself already does damage enemies with minus 20 DP. Then I do the twister, by pressing LMB plus space, just to cut the few millisecond waiting time and do some additional quick damage. I go on with the crosscut by pressing D plus LMB to get myself the extra 10% attack speed. Then after crosscut, the backflow, by pressing the RMB while keeping my finger on D key from crosscut. The backflow gives me plus 20 AP against monsters and additional 20% critical hit rate. After backflow I do the twister once again by pressing LMB plus space, to do some damage instead of waiting few milliseconds to proceed with the other skill, because twister does instant damage and allows you using another skill instantly afterwards. Then I proceed with eradicate by using my quick slot, to gain plus 13% accuracy rate altogether, because the skill already gives plus 9% accuracy rate by default and then the additional add-on effect of plus 4%. After eradicate, I use counter assassination, to get down attack damage and critical hit damage buffs, to increase the damage of our most powerful skills even more, because all of them are actually down attack kind of skills. Note that after using counter assassination, I am actually fully buffed and can proceed with most powerful skills, so after counter assassination's first hit, I cancel the skill with Fiery Crevice by pressing F. And then afterwards one step back. Notice how I move the camera in other direction, to get behind the training dolls, to make some back damage. At this point, I continue with below the belt, by pressing Shift plus LMB and right afterwards Inferno Slash by pressing S plus E. Then I do Crust Crusher plus Foul Play to finish off the mobs. And that's the end of the combo. You can basically repeat it over and over again. Now, the combo in normal speed once again. There is also a shorter version of this one, if you like. You just have to leave out the crosscut and twister. Here's how it looks like. You do the 2 self buffs before going into the mobs pack, and just proceed with the combo. Just don't use twister and crosscut during the combo. In case you are repeating the combo, like me right now and Inferno Slash or Crust Crusher are still on cooldown, just throw in a damage filler like Projection, Storm Slash, or even Quick Shot. I guess you've noticed that I didn't use Projection during my combo. That's because I already have these effects on Eradicate and Flow, dash slash. So if I repeat my combo properly, I will always have these effects active. Why I have it is, for example, when I mess up my combo because of certain situation, so that I can debuff mobs from range. That's just my opinion and way of gameplay. You can of course put whatever you like and adjust these add-ons how you think it's the best. I also sometimes use one step back as a combo resetter to get me out of mob's pack. That's why I have attacking speed and movement speed on it, so I can move away faster and start the next combo with more attack speed on beginning. But again, that's just my way of playing. Feel free to adjust it if you come up with something. Skills like Crust Crusher and Below the Belt would of course fit well in the add-ons. You actually can't do anything wrong with the add-ons, as long as you have attack speed, down attack, critical rate, critical damage, accuracy, extra damage against mobs, minus evasion rate and minus DP for the mobs, you will be fine. Just make sure to rotate them in proper way, so that you have the add-ons effect kinda always on. Let's check Musa's self-buffs. The difference between self-buffs and add-ons is, that self-buffs can be applied without hitting a mob. Shift plus X, or Ultimate, Musa Spirit is a skill that gives you magic DP, heals your HP and gives you critical rate all at once. Shift plus Q, the Rising Storm gives you DP, Spinner gives you critical rate, and Crosscut gives attack speed. Used all together, is a very nice boost, especially in PvP. Let's see how the combo that I've shown in the video performs at some grinding zones. Let's jump to the conclusion part. I am positively surprised by the Musa rework. There are more skills that got changed, beside those I've shown in the video. The ones I showed are just highlights. I also didn't cover the PvP part, because I am still not that good to talk about some PvP details. I will eventually upload a video about PvP basics. So generally speaking, Musa got huge damage dealing boost, way faster movement, due to adjusted dash. The skills have way wider area of environment and are even looking better than before. Much more powerful and flashy, which makes the class even more enjoyable. We don't have to switch to main weapons anymore to buff ourselves up, and we can actually damage the enemies while we are buffing up and being protected. The added protection to the skills is a real game changer for Musa. Really awesome. I am really enjoying the Musa rework. The character's skills look amazing and the way it performs in combat is just outstanding. I hope you guys enjoyed. That would be it from me in this video. See you next time.